If you're looking for new fighting games, then you've come to the right video. So without wasting time, let's start the video with Coreupt, a fighting game being created in Unreal Engine. This title will be released on the PS5 and Xbox Series consoles, as well as being available for PC. The game promises to be free, which is great news for genre fans. Coreupt is described as a fast and dynamic fighting game where players can master insane combos and compete online. The game will use a rollback netcode system, which should provide a smoother and more responsive combat experience. The next game is Blazing Strike, a 2D fighting game inspired by Capcom and SNK arcade classics, promising to bring a retro aesthetic reminiscent of traditional fighting games. The game will follow a simple control scheme, using 4 buttons, typical in many classic fighting games. This should make it accessible for new players while still offering depth for genre veterans. The game is set in a dystopian world dominated by a corrupt and murderous government, where a resistance group fights to overthrow these evil autocrats. Players will be able to challenge fighters from various dimensions. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is a new fighting game that marks the return of the famous Budokai Tenkaichi series after an almost 20-year hiatus. The game is being developed by Bandai Namco and promises to bring a nostalgic experience for franchise fans. The game is based on the legendary gameplay of the Budokai Tenkaichi series, but with significant improvements. Players will be able to harness the destructive power of the strongest fighters in the Dragon Ball universe. Additionally, Sparking Zero will have the largest number of fighters in the entire Budokai Tenkaichi franchise, including characters from different sagas like Dragon Ball GT.
Allowing even a single Saiyan to live. Okay, it's finally ready. Is that all? You ruthless, heartless.
Rono. Raster.
Rivals of Aether II is the sequel to the popular indie fighting game Rivals of Aether, released in 2017. This new title is set to be officially released on October 23, 2024, and will be available for PC through the Steam platform. Unlike its predecessor, Rivals of Aether II features a 2.5D gameplay style using 3D models, which brings a new visual dimension to combat. The game will include both new and returning fighters, allowing players to choose from a variety of elemental fighters. One interesting feature of the game is that all characters will be free.
It's a chance to prove yourself.
Cyber City Clash is a 2.5D fighting game set in a dystopian cyberpunk world. The game is currently available in early access on Steam and promises an intense combat experience in a futuristic, neon-filled setting. The cyberpunk aesthetic of the game is evident in its graphics, character design, and environments. The vibrant colors and futuristic elements create a visually appealing and immersive environment. The game also seems to have a progression system, allowing the player to customize their character and unlock new abilities and equipment.
Prometheus.
Diesel Legacy, The Brazen Age, is a cooperative 2 versus 2 fighting game that promises to bring a unique experience to the genre. In it, 4 players face off simultaneously in an arena, divided into 2 teams. The game is set in the fictional city of New Libertas, which emerged 35 years ago amidst a technological boom. The plot revolves around the industrialist Hieronymus Fraser, who seeks to secure his legacy and promote a grand ascent to the elite of humanity. This new era is marked by challenges and sacrifices, reflecting the struggle for the future. Iron Saga VS is a giant robot fighting game being developed by Game Duchy, the same company behind the mobile game Iron Saga. The game takes place after the epic Battle of Hinamaru, an event that changed the world. The game features a new story mode that explores the consequences of this battle and introduces new characters and gameplay mechanics. The game features a variety of iconic robots, including Mazinger Z and Getter Robo, as well as new original characters. Players can control these robots and engage in intense battles. Blazing Worldstars is a 2D fighting game in development, inspired by 90s arcade classics like Marvel vs. Capcom and The King of Fighters. The game is a project of Bloodrune, an independent studio aiming to revive the golden age of 2D fighting games. Blazing Worldstars is a 6-button fighting game focusing on fast and strategic combat. The game features an enhanced system that allows players to increase the strength of their attacks, and a guard strike system that lets players stop enemy attacks. The game also includes special moves, throws, and super moves, providing a traditional fighting experience.
You're great! Okay! Okay! Take it out! Great! You're in the red! Great!
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead.
Umbral Core is a 2.5D fighting game set in a dark fantasy world, with a planned release in 2025. The game stands out for its stylized dark fantasy aesthetic and combat mechanics, accessible to players of all skill levels. The game is set in a world marked by darkness and depravity, where an ancient artifact known as Umbral Core perpetuates a cycle of suffering for future generations. Umbral Core offers a deep and strategic combat system with a variety of characters, each with their own unique moves and fighting styles.
Change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down.
The last game on the list is Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, a fighting game being developed and published by SNK. The game features a new system called the Rev system, which offers players new offensive options. The Rev system allows players to use Rev Arts, Rev Axel, and Rev Blows to increase their attacks and deal more damage. The game's visual style was inspired by American movies and is considered more realistic than previous Fatal Fury series games. The game will also feature updated graphics and smoother animations. Well, that was the list. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and until next time.